Up here in the Amazon, we're thousands of miles away from the built-up cities of Rio and Sao Paulo. And this is a reminder that Brazil is still very much a developing country. Here, getting from one village to the next is a complicated journey on the river Acre from shore to shore. In this vast country of 200 million people, making sure everybody is covered and catered for has been one of the stated aims of the Rousseff government. And in that sense, there have been notable successes. More healthcare, education, and elevating some 30 or 40 million people out of poverty, even in the remotest parts of the country. But economic growth is important as well. And will the Dilma Rousseff government be judged on its economic performance? Because without growth in the economy, even up here in the north, a lot of these programs won't be able to be paid for. Well, this is the rainforest in which the woman who could become the next president of Brazil was actually brought up. Marina Silva was a rubber tapper's daughter, illiterate until the age of 16, and yet she, this impoverished woman, could become the next leader of a country of 200 million people. Sebastião da Silva, você já conheceu Marina antes, sim?
Conhecia.
Você acha que ela vai ser bom presidente?
Eu acredito nela.
Sebastian worked with Marina Silva and knew her 30 years ago when she was an up-and-coming local politician. He thinks she could be a good president for Brazil. Por que você acha que ela vai ser boa presidenta? Porque ela vai fazer coisas para a pessoa da região aqui?
É porque ela conhece a vida do seringueiro, né? E nós queremos um presidente não só para governar os ricos. Temos que olhar para os pequenininhos, né?
Sebastian says because she's from this area, she knows the problems of poor Brazilians, not just wealthy people. Of course, the flip side of that is how can a person who grew up in these forests, how could such a person, despite their intelligence, despite their abilities as a local politician, hope to lead Brazil? And that's what a lot of Marina Silva's opponents are saying in this election. She may have these environmental credentials, but how can she run the world's 7th largest economy? It's a fascinating election. Of course, Marina Silva was only chosen to be the candidate for the Socialist Party after the death of her running mate Eduardo Campos. But here we are now, deep in the Amazon jungle, thousands of miles away from the big metropolis of Sao Paulo and Rio, and people like Sebastian are hoping and expecting that the woman who grew up here could become the next president of Brazil.